So, which is my second related question is, what's your pet peeve? Like, what drives you absolutely batty or nuts about this kind of stuff?
I guess my pet peeve is that the government has really changed the way it is. I mentioned this earlier when I was talking about during the pandemic. In a typical year, and I'm talking 12 months, I probably see anywhere from 10 to 15 audits a year. Right now, I've got 15 pending right now, and that's because it's a cash grab. The IRS and the DOL are auditing because they don't get the normal cash flow that they get on audits. And see, a lot of what's happened to people is while their plan is still open and people are still contributing to them, they're kind of on freeze. They're not really doing stuff because of all of this stuff of who's on payroll and who's not, who's essential and who's not. And so there's not a lot of generation of audit kinds of issues for the IRS and DOL. And so what they're doing is they're looking at 5,500, which is the return you file when you have a retirement plan. And they're looking at those and seeing things that might be penalties that they can try to get their hands on. And so I'm seeing very spot issued kinds of audits going on right now that are cash grabs. And I think that's a poor policy for the IRS to take. They want people to have these plans and they want them to have contributions going into them. And I do stuff like explain to them when they're auditing a plan, when they come after us for a $30,000 or a $40,000 sanction, I say, for my client to pay that, they have to lay off 5 people. Or for my client to pay that, they'll have to terminate the plan because they can't afford the plan anymore. It's too expensive when you're doing stuff like that. And the government doesn't get that. They don't understand that someone has to pay for these things. And when they come in as an ATM trying to get cash for stuff, and they use the money to run their operations, it's unfair to the clients a lot of times. And so I'm often fighting with them about, is public policy that you force a company to shut down their plan? No, that's absolutely not the public policy. The public policy is to encourage it. So make it a little bit more user friendly. And that's really one of the things that I don't think the government does too much.